Notre Dame called them out, and the ACC commissioner said, nah, screw you. We don't care. We're happy with what we did. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope I'll be having a great Monday. Hope I'll be having a great start to your week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, guess who's back in the news? And guess who is still crying? You won't believe it. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You hate to see it. I'm just playing. I don't hate to see it. You guys don't hate to see it. We love to see this. It's great. You know what's funny to me? And I have zero remorse for this program because nobody did it to them but themselves. They did it. For those of you that have no idea what's going on, yesterday, as soon as it was announced that Notre Dame, they weren't going to be making the playoff and they were going to go to a bowl game, they came out and said, no, we're not doing that. We're opting out. We already talked plenty about that. We made a breaking news video yesterday. Feel free to check that out for yourself if you haven't already. We go over all that. Well, fast forward time into today, Notre Dame is still talking about this, and they just called out the ACC? What? I know, right? It's blasphemous if you got to ask me. So I get being upset you didn't make the playoff, but why are you mad at the ACC? What did they do? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. This is something I talk about on the channel from time to time. Victim mentality. Don't have it. Unfortunately, in this life, and it's just the way it is, a lot of people have it. They never take accountability, and they point the finger at everybody else and blame them. It's never their fault. Same thing here. We're going to talk all about that, and we have one other topic we're going to touch on in this video. Not a jam-packed video, just two, and that is no other than Clark Lee and Vanderbilt. He was asked today about Vanderbilt not making the playoff, and let's just say you're going to want to see what he had to say. He had a much different tone and attitude about it, and I thought it was pleasant because, let me throw this in there, Vanderbilt's upset. They didn't make it either, guys. They only lost 2 games. Both of those games were on the road at Texas and Alabama. Not bad losses. Heck, Alabama has a worse loss this year. They lost to Florida State. Last thing I'm going to say in the intro, we are on the road for 400,000 subscribers. I'm not going to try to sell you on it too hard, but I am going to call you out. There's a bunch of you watching. I already know. I see the analytics. You're just simply not subscribed. You watch the videos, but you're not subscribed to the channel. What are we doing? Do me a solid. If you like our content, you like the channel, and you want to support it, hit the subscribe button. It helps out more than you'll ever know. I'll put it to you like this, and maybe this puts it into better perspective. It helps us keep everything free. We don't have a Patreon. I don't put these videos up anywhere else, not on Spotify, not anywhere else. It's just on YouTube. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. What are we posting in the community tab? No, we're not doing this. There's no way we're photoshopping the Oklahoma jersey on the white Randy picture. No way. Let's get into the video. That's it. I'm not looking at the community no more. That's enough jibber jabber. First things first, let's start on with this Clark Lee thing in Vanderbilt. Trey Wallace posted this video on Twitter. I'm going to show it to you. Shout out to him. He stated, Clark Lee did not blame anyone besides themselves with CFP. Says they had chances at Alabama and Texas, quote unquote. That's no one's fault except our own. We had our opportunities and we didn't do enough. We are not victims in this process. Oh, well, you know, something we talked about just a second ago. Our ownership is in coming up short.
You know, we happen to be on the wrong side of that in this moment. But look, that's no one's fault except for our own. You know, we had our opportunities and we didn't do enough. And so we are not victims in this process.
I can't tell you enough how admirable that is and how much I appreciate it because I hate. Calm down. Just smash the desk. Calm down, Matty boy. I just hate people that have the victim mentality in this life. It gets you nowhere. Winners always, and I mean they always, take accountability. Losers blame others. Winners blame themselves. It's as simple as that. And I talked about this earlier. Notre Dame, you don't think Vanderbilt's upset? They didn't get in. They only lost 2 games. You don't think Texas is upset? Sure, they lost 3, but heck, they beat Texas A&M. They beat 3 top 15 teams. BYU's upset. There's a bunch of teams, not just you, that's upset they didn't make the playoff. He was also asked, as you can see right here, if Vandy considered opting out of the bowl game, and he stated, and I quote, "No, we love playing football here. There was no way we're going to end this story early. I get a chance to spend 23 days with this team. We're going to soak up every one of those days." I will play devil's advocate a little bit. Vanderbilt isn't used to this. I believe this is only their 10th bowl game. I know, that's crazy, but it's true. So it is a little bit different because Vanderbilt's not used to this. So a bowl game for them, it's big, and they are in one of the bigger bowl games in program history. It's been a special year for them, whereas Notre Dame, it's a disappointment. Vanderbilt players are excited to go to the bowl game. Notre Dame players, absolutely not. But that's really besides the point, whether you're excited to go to a bowl game or not. Alabama last year, first team out. You think they were excited to play in the freaking ReliaQuest Bowl against Michigan? Heck to the no. You think Texas is going to be excited to play in their bowl game this year? No. Any team that gets left out, they're going to feel like, dang, man, we're a couple plays away from being in a playoff, the games that really matter. I wanted to share what Cart Lee had to say about it because it goes hand in hand with our main topic. Speaking of main topic, it leads me to it perfectly. Let's get into it. Notre Dame. I wish I could see me. I'm just shaking my head. I can't believe, number one, they're still talking about this. But number two, let me just show you. I didn't show you all this yesterday, so let me show you it because they posted this on their official Twitter account. This is Notre Dame, by the way. As a team, we decided to withdraw our name from consideration for a bowl game following the 2025 season. We appreciate all the support from our families and fans, and we're hoping to bring the 12th national title to South Bend in 2026. The 2025 Notre Dame football team. I don't have too much to say about that. That's just them dropping out, and since I didn't show you that yesterday, I figured, hey, why not? We'll throw it in this video. And no, that's not why I'm making this video. Here is why I'm making this video. Notre Dame's athletic director has called out the ACC. Take a look at this. I'm reading this off word for word, quote unquote. We were mystified by the actions of the conference. They have certainly done permanent damage to the relationship between the conference and Notre Dame. If you're anything like myself, you're like, what in the world is he talking about? Well, let me give you some more context. Here's what he said, and I quote. We didn't appreciate the fact that we were singled out repeatedly and compared to Miami. Not by Miami, but the conference, he continued. People might disagree with us, but that's just not something we choose to do and wouldn't choose to do in the future. Let me dumb this down if you're not following along. He is trying to say, or not trying to say, he is saying that the ACC was trying to prop up Miami over Notre Dame, and he doesn't like that because Notre Dame, they have a relationship with the ACC. They're saying that's bad business, man. That's not fair. You shouldn't be doing that. I kind of get his point, but here's my rebuttal. You don't expect the ACC to lobby for their own team and their own conference? I mean, come on, man. What are we talking about? What, you just expect them to sit quiet and go, oh, yeah, we don't really care if Miami gets in. Like, no, they don't have any team in. Of course they're going to be going for Miami. Heck, the SEC's got, 4 teams in, and they were lobbying hard for Alabama to get in. The ACC commissioner, Jim Phillips, wound up responding to all of this today, and here's what he said, quote unquote. The University of Notre Dame is an incredibly valued member of the ACC, and there is tremendous respect and appreciation for the entire institution. With that said, anytime someone says with that said, you know something crazy is about to come out next. When it comes to football, we have a responsibility to support and advocate for all 17 of our football playing member institutions, and I stand behind our conference efforts to do just that. What about that? The ACC doubling down. The commissioner saying, nah, screw you, Notre Dame. We don't care. We got to do what we got to do. I got to clap it up. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. I like that energy. Notre Dame called them out, and the ACC commissioner said, nah, screw you. We don't care. We're happy with what we did. This is good. Matty Boy likes this. I really like this. You know why I like it? Because the ACC, I'm advocating for you. You did nothing wrong. Jim Phillips, you did your job. Congratulations. Do not let these nerds at Notre Dame try to bully you. And then you know what this is actually? They're trying to guilt trip you. This is the equivalent to going to a coffee shop. You spend $7 on a coffee and they go, hey, it's going to ask you a question. You're sitting there going, what are you talking about? And they spin around the thing and it says, add tip, 10%, 15%, 20% or other. What? I just walked into the store to buy the coffee. I'm going to pick it up when you call my name. I'm here. Why am I tipping you? You've done nothing for me. It's guilt tripping at its finest because you feel like an a-hole when you don't tip because they're staring at you. You're like, oh gosh, I mean, I don't want to leave zero. That's a bad look. Fortunately, I don't care. And Saturday morning, it's kind of like my cheat day. Well, y'all know it's my cheat day. And every Saturday morning, I treat myself. I go get a coffee. And they do the same BS there. And as soon as they turn that screen over, you know what I do? I smash it. No tip. I'm not tipping you. I do not eat out a lot. I cook most of my meals. But if I ever go out to a restaurant or somewhere where I feel like a tip is, you know, it's standard, of course. I don't just barely tip. I'm a big tipper. But that is because I don't eat out a lot. So I try to make up for it, if that makes sense. But if I walk in the coffee shop, it's already 30 degrees that morning. I walk up to place the order. I walk up to get, no tip. Sorry, I'm just so passionate about that. Anyways, logging back in here on the football stuff. Same thing here. It's just a different analogy. The Notre Dame athletic director, he's trying to guilt trip the ACC. And the ACC, he's like me when I didn't tip. He's not falling for it. I applaud Jim Phillips. This is great. I love it. I'm not going to continue to repeat myself. Y'all know how I feel about Notre Dame opting out of the bowl game. It's the crybaby mentality. And the best example I can give you is what I said yesterday, but I'll say it again one more time. It's the equivalent to when you're at the park and that one kid, he doesn't get picked up or his team lost, and he goes, give me my ball, I'm going home. It's the ultimate dirtbag move because that's the only ball there and he knows it, but since he didn't get picked to play, he's going to ruin the game for everybody else. In other terms, what do we call this? What did I tweet out? Crybaby mentality. Good for the ACC, though. Good for the ACC. Sticking up for what you believe in. I love it. I don't have too much more to add to this, but I am curious to know your thoughts down below. But